So, knife show. I've been carrying the same knife for a bit now, like probably the better part of 6 months. I figured that's something worth making a video about. This thing is a Kershaw lucha with titanium aluminum handles. I like it. It's hard to find a fucking halfway decent balisong for a reasonable amount of money. And this thing isn't really a reasonable amount of money. It's just you can buy the lucha and then you can buy the scales. And it makes it slightly less painful. I got this one on the used market. And I've been carrying it with keys, so it's even more used now. But I kind of dig it. It looks a little bit like R2-D2 now, or Boba Fett. It's got like weathered. The thing I like about a balisong is it's just cool. You can flip it around and play with it and whatever. And like, there's not that many knives that are like that. This one in particular, I didn't think I would like the no latch, but it grows on you. It's just simple. You don't need it, and I've been carrying this thing loose in my pocket with no fucking cover on it or whatever for 6 months now, and no worse for wear. So like, I think goodbye latches. I don't think I'll ever carry a balisong with a latch on it ever again. If you're careful, you can flip this thing even on the sharp side and have no worries. You just have to know not to do any super hard recoiling shit on it. But like, I don't really like doing that stuff anyway. When I say recoil, I mean when it bounces back like this. If you do it really hard on the sharp side, it cuts you. If you do it on the blunt side, it just hurts your fingers. I'm not a fan of that either way, so I usually just avoid doing that. I want to say that for the base knife, it's like 150 bucks. And to me, that isn't really worth that. Now, if you intend to do the scales like this, then yes, it's totally worth that. But as a knife just in and of itself, I hate the scales this thing comes with. They're like solid steel. They're super heavy. And the heavier you make a balisong, the worse it cuts up your hands, to be honest. This thing with the aluminum is about perfect, I think. You could go titanium, but I don't really see a reason to. The channelized aluminum handles. Other than that, there's nothing new knife-wise. I've been spending my money on other shit. I do need to do some knife reviews, but like, I'm kind of unmotivated to do that shit. I've got a whole bunch of knives that I bought over the last year that were basically buying shit just because I could. And it would be nice to do some reviews on those. I'd kind of like to do those top down, where you can like look at them and shit. And it sucked to be outside up until recently, and like we had like the longest lasting fucking summer this year. And when I do top down tabletop videos, I like to do them outside because of the lighting. This shit doesn't fucking matter. This is just me rambling about what the balisong I like. Well, tell me what you think. Do you like balisongs? Have you had the Kershaw lucha? What do you think of Flytanium? I've had a couple of products from Flytanium now, and I've liked every one I had. So, I'm looking forward to more Flytanium stuff in the future. I would kind of like to get the Tater song they made. I just think it's funny, but like it's not worth what people ask for it. So, yeah, I don't feel like dropping $400 on a balisong. Especially one that's kind of a gimmick thing that I'm not really going to like. Like, it's funny, but I'm not going to want to flip that over this thing or anything else. And, like, I like that this one's green. You know? What color would you get? Tell me in the comments.